Cricket, the gentleman's game, has given the world countless moments of astonishment. It is a sport that merges grace, grit, and genius, producing records that defy logic and stand as timeless symbols of excellence. Across generations, players have shattered expectations, rewriting the history books with their audacity and brilliance. These are the 14 cricket world records that have transcended the boundaries of time, reminding us why cricket is not just a sport, it's a phenomenon. The greatest ODI ever, South Africa versus Australia, 2006. On March 12, 2006, at the Wanderers Stadium in Johannesburg, cricket witnessed one of its most thrilling and unbelievable spectacles. Australia, batting first, amassed a colossal 434 runs, setting what was then the highest team total in one-day international history. Ricky Ponting's magnificent 164 appeared to have sealed the game long before South Africa's chase began. The target was so steep that even the most optimistic fans saw it as an impossible mountain to climb. What followed, however, was nothing short of miraculous. Herschel Gibbs led South Africa's reply with a blazing 175, supported by Mark Boucher's calm and calculated finish. Against all odds, South Africa reached 438 with just one ball to spare, completing the highest successful run chase in ODI history. It was not merely a victory, it was a revolution in the way cricket was played and perceived. That day, fans witnessed not just records being broken, but barriers of belief being shattered forever. Rohit Sharma's 264, the Everest of ODI batting, on November 13, 2014, at Eden Gardens in Kolkata, Rohit Sharma crafted an innings that redefined the boundaries of one-day batting. Against Sri Lanka, he scored an astonishing 264 runs from just 173 balls, the highest individual score in ODI history. His knock was a breathtaking blend of timing, precision, and controlled aggression. Every stroke seemed effortless, as if he was painting on the lush green canvas of Eden Gardens. Rohit's innings featured 33 fours and 9 sixes, an exhibition of pure dominance. What made it even more remarkable was his ability to accelerate with composure, pacing his innings to perfection. He became the first batsman in the world to record 2 double centuries in ODIs, setting a benchmark that seems almost untouchable. To this day, his 264 stands as the Mount Everest of limited overs batting, a summit few have even dreamed of reaching. A.B. de Villiers' 31-ball century, genius in fast forward. When it comes to redefining batting tempo, no one has done it quite like A.B. de Villiers. On January 18, 2015, at Johannesburg, the South African maestro unleashed a spectacle that defied physics. Against the West Indies, he smashed the fastest 50 in just 16 balls and reached a century in a mere 31 deliveries, the fastest 100 in ODI history. De Villiers' innings, filled with outrageous innovation and breathtaking power, was a masterclass in modern cricket. In just 59 minutes, he destroyed the opposition with 16 sixes and 9 fours, turning the game into a carnival of boundaries. It wasn't just power hitting, it was genius in motion. The innings symbolized the evolution of cricket, where creativity and audacity meet calculation and grace. Shoaib Akhtar's 161 km/h delivery, the Rawalpindi Express at full speed. Every sport has its symbols of raw power, and for cricket, that symbol is Shoaib Akhtar. During the 2003 Cricket World Cup, Akhtar sent shivers down batsmen's spines when he delivered the fastest ball ever recorded, a searing 161.3 km/h thunderbolt against England's Nick Knight. It was pure, unfiltered pace, a moment when human speed reached its absolute limit. Shoaib's entire over that day was a spectacle of aggression, with every ball crossing the 155 km/h mark. The Rawalpindi Express had achieved what no one else had, crossing the mythical 100-mile-per-hour barrier. To this day, his record stands unbroken, a benchmark for sheer velocity and a reminder of the danger and thrill that true fast bowling brings to the game. Sunil Nareen's super over maiden, the impossible accomplished. T20. Cricket thrives on unpredictability, where every ball can change the game's course. Yet, in the midst of the chaos, West Indies spinner Sunil Nareen achieved the impossible, bowling a maiden super over. In a format designed for explosive scoring, Narene's 6 consecutive dot balls were a masterclass in control and nerve. The super over, usually a high-scoring tiebreaker, became Narene's stage for composure and cunning. His ability to mix flight, pace, and spin baffled the batsman, leaving fans stunned. It remains one of the rarest and most astonishing achievements in T20 history, proving that precision can sometimes conquer power. Muttiah Muralitharan's 1,347 wickets, the Sultan of Spin. No bowler has defined spin bowling quite like Muttiah Muralitharan. With a staggering 1,347 wickets across all formats, 800 in Tests, 534 in ODIs, and 13 in T20s, the Sri Lankan legend remains the most prolific wicket-taker in cricket history. His mastery of flight, variation, and guile made him an enigma to even the greatest batsmen of his era. Muralitharan's career was also decorated with records that speak volumes of his consistency. He took 10 wickets in a match 22 times and claimed 5 wicket hauls in an innings 67 times, both unparalleled feats. Beyond the numbers, Murali embodied the art of spin itself, turning the cricket ball into a weapon of deception and destruction. Brett Lee's 143-meter-6, power beyond belief. Known primarily for his lightning-fast bowling, Australian speedster Brett Lee surprised the world with one of the longest sixes ever recorded in cricket. During a 2005 match against the West Indies at the Gabba, Lee launched a delivery so ferociously that it traveled an estimated 143 meters, landing outside the stadium. Spectators watched in disbelief as the ball disappeared into the night sky. The shot nearly hit a passerby outside the ground, adding an element of danger to its legend. That moment captured the essence of Lee: raw power, passion, and an unrelenting will to thrill. Sri Lanka's 952 for 6 against India, a marathon of batting. In 1997, Sri Lanka etched their name into history with a marathon batting performance that seemed endless. Facing India in Colombo, they posted a monumental 952 for 6 declared, the highest team total in Test cricket history. The innings, anchored by Sanath Jayasurya's 340 and Roshan Mahanama's 225, was a testament to discipline, patience, and relentless concentration. India, who had scored 537 in their first innings, watched helplessly as Sri Lanka batted for nearly 3 days. The match ended in a draw, but the record it produced still stands unmatched. It was a demonstration of endurance and teamwork, showcasing the long-format beauty of Test cricket. Jim Laker's 19 wickets in a Test, the spell of a lifetime. Before the era of spin legends like Warne and Muralitharan, there was Jim Laker. In 1956, at Old Trafford, the English off-spinner produced one of the most astonishing performances in the history of sport. Against Australia, he took 19 wickets for just 90 runs across 2 innings, including all 10 wickets in the second innings. It was a record of superhuman proportions, one that has never been equaled or even seriously threatened. Laker's precision, patience, and perfect use of conditions made that match an immortal chapter in cricket folklore. Even decades later, it stands as a near-mythical achievement. Ian Morgan's 17 sixes in an innings, the modern power revolution. During the 2019 ICC World Cup, England's captain Ian Morgan redefined what was possible in ODI batting. Against Afghanistan, he blazed his way to 148 runs off just 71 balls, smashing 17 sixes, the most ever hit by a batsman in a single ODI innings. Morgan's onslaught was more than a record. It was a symbol of England's fearless transformation under his leadership. Every swing embodied aggression and precision, and his innings became the embodiment of modern white ball cricket. It was a statement of intent that helped inspire England's eventual triumph in that tournament. England's 498 for 4, the highest team total in ODI history. Cricket's evolution toward attacking play reached its zenith on June 17, 2022, when England's batting lineup unleashed a storm against the Netherlands. They amassed 498 for 4, the highest team total in ODI history. Centuries from Jos Buttler, Dawid Malan, and Phil Salt turned the match into a fireworks display of relentless hitting. This record was more than a statistic. It reflected the changing DNA of modern cricket: fearless, aggressive, and spectacular. It was the natural progression from the foundations laid by pioneers of attacking cricket, a reminder of how far the game had evolved since that famous 434 match in 2006. Matthew Hayden's 380, the Australian Mountain. In October 2003, Australian opener Matthew Hayden produced an innings that combined aggression and patience in perfect harmony. Facing Zimbabwe in Perth, he scored a monumental 380 runs, breaking Brian Lara's record for the highest individual test score. Hayden's knock was an exhibition of dominance, featuring thunderous drives and impeccable shot selection. His innings symbolized the modern Australian cricketing spirit, relentless, confident, and uncompromising. Though his record would later be broken, Hayden's 380 remains one of the greatest examples of sustained batting excellence in Test history. Brian Lara's 400 not out, the return of the king. Just 6 months after Hayden's record-breaking innings, West Indies legend Brian Lara reclaimed his throne in spectacular fashion. In April 2004 at Antigua, he crafted an unforgettable 400 not out against England, the highest individual score in Test cricket history. Lara's innings was poetry in motion, blending elegance, timing, and sheer concentration over nearly 2 days. It was the second time in his career that Lara had broken the world record for the highest Test score, having previously scored 375 a decade earlier. The 400 not out was more than a number. It was a statement of artistry and resilience, reaffirming Lara's status as one of the greatest batsmen to ever grace the game. The record partnership, Sangakkara and Jayawardene's 624. In the realm of partnerships, few have matched the magic of Kumar Sangakkara and Mahela Jayawardene. Against South Africa in 2006, the Sri Lankan duo combined for a monumental 624-run partnership, the highest ever recorded in Test cricket. Their innings was a display of flawless technique, mutual understanding, and patience. For nearly 11 hours, the pair toyed with world-class bowlers, turning the match into a masterclass in teamwork. Sangakkara's 287 and Jayawardene's 374 not only broke records but also embodied the beauty of cricket's longest format, a true celebration of skill and endurance. Sachin Tendulkar, the eternal benchmark. No discussion of cricketing greatness can be complete without Sachin Tendulkar. Over a career spanning 24 years, he became the very definition of consistency and excellence. Tendulkar holds the records for the most runs in both Tests and ODIs, the most centuries across formats, and the longest international career in the sport's history. Beyond statistics, Tendulkar's influence is immeasurable. His technique inspired generations, his discipline set standards for professionalism, and his humility earned the respect of millions worldwide. From his debut as a teenager to his farewell as a legend, Tendulkar's journey remains a symbol of cricket's enduring soul. If you love this journey through the greatest moments in cricket history, don't stop here. Hit that like button to show your love for the game, and subscribe to our channel for more epic cricket stories, record breakdowns, and deep dives into the legends who made history. Until next time, keep your eyes on the pitch, because the next world record might just be one delivery away.